Namaskar Gurukulians. So hope you all are fit and fine and healthy at home, okay, and you all are doing your work at home. So today we are going to do tense. Our topic is tense. What is the meaning of tense? I would like to ask you. Some of the students know very well about that. Tense means time or and action. What is the meaning of tense? Time of an action. See, tense tells us what time of an action. How many tenses are there, bete? There are 3 types of tenses. See, first you know very well about that. That is present tense. Second, past tense. Okay. Third one is future. Future tense. But I would like to tell you something. Scientifically, there are only 2 tenses. That is the present tense and the past tense. Traditionally, the future tense, whatever we are using by using will or shall, you know very well about that. We use future tense with the use of will or shall, but with will shall we use their first form of the verb. Okay. But nowadays, you know very well, we are taking just like that. There is present tense, past tense, and third one is future tense. But I have told you, scientifically there are only 2 tense, that is present tense and past tense. Future tense, traditionally, okay, we are using this to tell the future time with the use of will or shall. And with this will or shall, we use their first form of the verb. Okay, I have told you, but there is no need to memorize this. Now, there are 4 aspects of each tense. See, present tense. Present tense has 4 aspects. First one is present indefinite. Okay, bete. Second one is see, present continuous. Third one is present perfect. Fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. Okay, these are the 4 aspects. Okay, there is a formation of doing that, but before doing these tenses, I just want to tell you about the persons. See, there are 3 type of person, bete. Persons. First person. Okay, second person and third person. Okay, these are the 3 person in English, you know, and you should know if you want to make yourself expert in tense. First person, see what comes in first person, bete? I. Okay, I is singular. First person singular is I. First person plural, that is bete we. Now second person, what comes in second, bete? You, and plural is of this is you, and the third person, beta, that is he, she, it, name of any person comes in, name of any person come in, beta, see, in third person. It is very, very important to know this, beta. Okay, for the first tense, present indefinite tense, and what comes here? He, she, it, name of any person, and any noun comes here in third person, and plural of this is bete, that is they. These things should be clear to each and everybody. Okay. Now, today we are going to do present indefinite tense. Okay. Today we are going to do this. Okay. There is a forms of doing this tense. Forms. But first of all, there are 4 type of sentences. Affirmative sentences, okay bete, affirmative sentence. For affirmative sentence, I am using here A. Affirmative sentence formation subject plus verb first form plus S or ES according to the subject. I am underlining this bete, be careful about this, and object. Is it clear? For negative sentence I have used here N. First affirmative, second negative. For negative, subject plus do, does, okay, plus note plus first form of the verb plus object. Okay. Third, interrogative sentences. I am using here I for interrogative. Okay. Subject plus interrogative, sorry, subject interrogative, sorry, WH plus do, does, okay, and after that bete subject, okay, see, after that verb form of the first form of the verb, after that object. Is it clear bete? Third, negative, sorry, fourth, negative interrogative sentence. We use there do, does plus subject. Be careful, in question mark sentences, in interrogative sentences, note always come there after subject. Note always come after subject plus verb first form plus object. Is it clear? These are the form of present indefinite tense. Now we are going to take one example of that. See, if I tell you I write a letter. Okay, I write a letter. I write a letter. See, in this sentence, affirmative sentences are those sentences which are positive. Okay, affirmative sentences which are positive. Those sentences are called affirmative sentences. Those are positive. See, subject I have used here. Okay, we first form, it is here, we first form here. Okay, and then object, that is object. Is it clear bete? See, if I take here he, is it clear? But with write, I told you do S or ES, be careful here, it always comes in present tense, in present indefinite tense with the third person singular, with third person singular. You know third person singular, he, she, it, name. If subject comes here, he, she, it, name or any noun, then you will use with that S or ES according to the subject. He is here, this is your first form of the verb, but we will add here bete S. Okay, he, it will become writes. He writes a letter. Second, for negative sentence bete, see, subject it is he. Okay, with he what should come bete? This is does. Okay, he does not. Okay, we have written not, then first form of the verb, write is the first form of the verb bete. This is the action. He does not write a letter. Is it clear? Now see third one, interrogative sentence. Make here interrogative sentence. See, be careful here. If you are able to give answer in yes or no, you will use their do or does in interrogative sentences. If you have to explain the answer, then you will use their what. See, if I ask you, see, does he write a letter? Okay, does he write a letter? You can give answer in a yes or no. That's why you have used here does. Okay, if I ask you what does he write? Okay, you have to give answer to explain. Means something he is writing. What does he write? He writes a letter. Okay, if you are able to give answer in yes or no, then you will use their do or does. Okay, you can see the forms. Do, does. What will come with he bete? He is here third person singular because this is the interrogative sentence. Does will come before your subject. After that beta, you can see here first form of the verb and after that object. Okay, this is interrogative sentence. So see here, negative interrogative sentences. What does after subject always not come. Not comes beta. This is your negative interrogative sentence. Yes, now the question comes where we should use present indefinite tense. Okay, usage of this bete. First, see, we use this for universal truth. Is it clear bete? Universal truth. What is that bete? Example. The sun sets in the west. This is the universal truth bete. Okay. The earth revolves around the sun. Is it clear bete? Next one is there. These are the universal truth. Okay. And see, second, where we use this for facts. Okay, for facts. In facts bete, see first example. She works at Google. This is the fact. Where she works at Google. Second, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is the fact bete. Third, time and tide never waits. Okay, time and tide never waits. Okay, time and tide never waits. Is it clear bete? These are the facts. Means whatever is the reality is that she works at the Google. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Time and tide never waits. Okay, and after that, for habits, whatever you usually do, always do. Okay, habit, for habits. See, he, examples. See, he smokes daily. Clear? He always comes late. Clear? He drinks milk every day. He gets up early in the morning. I get up early in the morning. Whatever is there means for your habits, what you will use, bete? You will use their present indefinite tense, present simple tense. I get up early in the morning. Okay, fourth, whatever is there you can write. Okay, he usually comes late. Okay, if you want to write down this, you can write. Okay, see, for universal truth, for facts, for habits, and the third, if you want to make your news, okay, very sensational, it means in newspaper headings, in newspaper headings. Okay, bete, in order to make them, I am writing here sensational. Is it clear? See, wife murders drunken husband. Okay, wife murders drunken husband. Okay, second, any news you can take here. Example, the education minister, see, E should be capital here, education minister resigns. Okay, bete. And the third, anything, lion escapes from the zoo. Okay, fourth, India has signed a pact with India has, India signs a, because we are using present, India signs a pact with America. What is the meaning of this, bete? A pact means here agreement. Okay, America. So in newspaper headings. Next, for in Proverbs, for Proverbs, Proverbs and quotations. Proverbs like that, all that glitter is not gold. Clear, bete? Second, break a leg. Okay, you can use here. And assignment stitches on time. See, all's the well gets the well. All's the well gets the well. Okay. Actions speak louder than action speaks louder than voice. Okay. All that glitters, beta, with all you can use their glitters also. Okay, SB you can use here beta, and glitter is also right, you can write beta. Okay. Second, all's the well that, here in some of the book it is written here beta ends well, you should write here ends. Okay, it is very appropriate. Actions speak louder than voice, you can say louder than words. Okay, this is appropriate here. And now I have told you quotations. These are the proverbs for quotations also. See, Keats says, what Keats says? Keats says, a thing of beauty is joy forever. A thing of beauty is, this is a 12th class poem also bete, is joy for ever. Okay. Second, Gita says, what Gita says? Gita says the soul is immortal. Okay, the soul is immortal, means it never dies. What is the meaning of immortal bete? Which never dies. Okay. Now the next use bete, I have told you four first of all universal truth, second for habits, third for newspaper headings, okay, fourth for proverbs and quotations. Clear? And the fifth one is, I am going to write once again here. For proverbs and quotations. For match, this is fifth one, fifth usage, commentaries, like that. Here Gavaskar comes and beats. Okay. Anyone else you can write. Okay. Gavaskar comes and follows the ball, like that. Sachin comes and follows the ball. Okay. Catches the ball, catches it and throws it. Okay, means with in commentaries you can use their present tense. Okay bache, and sixth uses is there for fixed. It is very important bete, for fixed schedules. schedule schedules. Okay. And fixed activities, fixed actions. Okay, you can write here fixed programs. Suppose our office is open, our office opens at 7:30 a.m. Okay, our school functions, our school opens, our office functions, F-U-N-C-T-I, functions from where? From 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, for fixed schedules and programs. Okay. The last use of this tense, in conditional sentence, that is, if means if it rains, then what you will do? I will stay at home. I'll stay at home. Okay. If I go to Jaipur. Okay. If I go to Jaipur. What I will do? I'll bring Bikaneri bhujia for you. For you. Means condition is there. Okay. Wait till I am ready. Wait. Okay. Till I am ready. Okay. So you can use this tense, present indefinite tense. In short, I just want to tell you for the habits, okay, and for the facts which we can't change. And correct the sentence. Spelling of conditional. Beta, I forgot to write here T. See, conditional spelling is CONDITIONAL. Okay, so where we use this tense, I just want to tell you only for habits and the facts which we can't change. What you will do today, beta? Today you will do what? You will write some lines. Okay, you will write some sentences on your daily routine. Okay, then you can ask me any doubt. You have my WhatsApp number, beta. If you are facing any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, see, first of all, you will write your habits. Whatever you are doing regularly there, you will write these things in your notebook. Okay, have a nice day.